When you know that you are queer, but your favorite drink is beer, that's gayish. You can bottom without stopping, but you can't stand going shopping, that's gayish. Oh, gayish, you're probably gayish. Well, life's just too short for narrow stereotypes, so it's gayish. We're also gayish. It's Gayish with Mike and Kyle.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish.
The podcast that wonders if Amelia Earhart just got stuck on airplane mode.
She still had Bluetooth, right?
Yeah.
Just like colored him with a marker. Meow. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
We're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality.
And today we're going to talk about cats.
We're going to talk about pussies. Okay.
The title of the episode probably will be Cats, though, just to keep us approved.
Yeah.
PC.
Oh. You mean
above
the Bukkake episode title didn't get us kicked off?
No, that's true. What, are we going with pussies?
No, cats.
Okay.
Cats.
Okay.
We're going to talk about pussies, but
yeah,
cats mostly.
Well, and to help, speaking of pussies,
yeah,
to help us talk about cats, we have Meow Johnson here.
Hey.
I don't have a uterus, but thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
That's true. Do you have to have a uterus to have a pussy? I think that's the outside part, right?
Pee hole or butt? No, I don't know what you're talking about. Gayish.
Welcome. Thanks for being here. We're
you.
happy to have you.
I've had a fabulous time so far.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't want... Well, there was the one time in the elevator, right, Michael? I fell down.
Yeah.
Parts I remember have been fabulous.
Okay, great. Happy birthday, America.
Yeah. Yep. But first, we do have some feedback.
Ooh.
Yeah, that I want to read because life has been crazy, Kyle.
Okay.
I've been out, I've been back, and then I was out, and then I'm back. We recorded like twice in the last month or whatever, but just doubled up on episodes, so that's been weird. I just feel shook up and askew, so I needed some niceness to reground me.
Okay, I love that.
Okay, Mike and Kyle, I want to thank you for your Gold Star Gay episode. As a self-identified gay man who came out before college, dated men, married and divorced a woman, and is currently dating men, I loved the thoughtfulness you put into the episode over such a divisive term. I put off listening to it because the term makes my eyes roll, but you two came through, again, with your perspective, data, and research. I hope the episode resonates with those who use the term jokingly and sheds light on the alienation the queer community puts on themselves. Let's all just get along. And until then, be butch, be fabulous, be you. Thanks again, Jeffrey D.
Thanks, Jeffrey D.
Yeah, what's the D stand for?
Oh, boy. Let's take this nice moment and make it about dicks.
Gayish.
Gayish.
No, thanks, Jeffrey. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And now the news.
Shut your mouth hole, it's time for your ear holes. News.
News the first.
Great.
So the United Kingdom had elections last week. Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
And dickbag fuckface asshole candidate Rishi Sunak is out as prime minister because the Labour Party swept everything. It was, quote, a seismic shock to the representation in the House of Commons. Now, what's interesting, though, about this election is, I don't know, you don't know much about Parliament, do you?
No.
Do you even care?
Weren't they a pack of cigarettes back in the day?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They were a brand of cigarettes, Parliament was.
I care enough to listen to you for the next, 30 seconds.
Okay, great. So, the number of LGBTQ people plus people in the House of Commons actually went down this election. It went from 57 to, went from 67 to 57. So the number of out LGBTQ people went down. But that's because it went up in the Labour Party, which is the Liberal Party, like our Democrats, and it went almost to zero from the Conservative Party, the Tories.
Oh, shit.
So before this election, there were 27 Labour Party queer people and 26 queer Tories. So almost exactly even. But now after this, there's 46 in the Labour Party, so up by 20. And the Tories, though, went all the way down to 4.
Wow.
So I think it says something. I'm struggling with what exactly it says, but it basically says that, like, since the last time they had elections in the UK, the Conservative Party there, the dickbag fuckface asshole Tories, have made a huge shift in their hostility toward queer people, and these numbers sort of reflect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just thought it was really interesting.
I mean, it validates the theories that we have that they're going after LGBT people, and then not just in the US, but in the UK and all over, like using trans people as a way to attack our community and make a dent in our progress.
Yep, absolutely. And we often think of, I say this all the time, we often think of Europe as like they've figured their shit out.
Yeah.
But they clearly have not figured their shit out either.
Yeah.
They just have maybe slightly different struggles, but they're still queer people. It's not just like Valhalla for gay people over on across the pond. Like there's struggles and conflict there too. Especially like look at what's happening in France and the aftermath of the EU parliament elections. Like the far right parties have really gained a lot of steam in fucking France of all places. Like they're gay as hell, and they had this huge shift right when Macron called elections. But anyway, we're focusing on the good. The good news out of the UK. The Labour Party fucking crushed it, and so gay people can maybe breathe a little easier today.
Oh, it makes me think about our elections and it makes me nervous.
I know. Our elections coming up in November are already giving me diarrhea, Kyle. Not that that's that hard. Well, speaking of which, news the second. Let's move to the United States politics here. So Karine Jean-Pierre, who is the first out gay black woman to serve as the White House press secretary, she fucking kicks ass and she's amazing. But she was giving a press conference on July the 2nd, and Representative Lauren Boebert,
oh God,
who is just a real piece of work, she tweeted, "I couldn't care less about what @PressSec has to say today. It's between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., which means, quote unquote, President Joe Biden supposedly should be coherent enough to take a few questions from the press. Instead, Americans are supposed to listen to the discredited DEI hire."
Oh, fuck.
Pass. So, yeah. So sure, Jean-Pierre, she's black and queer, and you can be mad about that if you want to, you fucking dickbag fuckface asshole, but she also has a master's degree from Columbia, from the School of International and Public Affairs. So she's an Ivy League alum, and she served as the White House's political director for the Office of Political Affairs under President Barack Obama, as well as Vice President Kamala Harris as chief of staff. Like, she's not underqualified. Lauren Boebert's just being a cunt.
Yeah.
And
speaking of underqualified,
oh my God! So this is my best news. I think so. One person on Twitter said DEI hire. Not only was that incredibly racist, it was disrespectful. A sitting congresswoman should be better than that. But Mike Harvey @elect Mike Harvey said DEI hire versus a GED hire. You have a lot of nerve, nasty lady.
Oh, that's good.
It's absolutely true, though, that she is like, yeah, she's also a carpetbagger. She just switched districts so that she could win, because redistricting, it made it clear that she was going to lose if she stayed where she was at. So, like, just what a terrible person.
Yeah. Fuck her.
I do think that DEI has become a slur on the right, which is just, like, that's saying the quiet part out loud. You're saying you don't like black people, you don't like queer people, you don't like just anyway.
Maybe it's DIE, not
DIE.
What's D? Oh,
I don't know. Cunt face.
Dickbag fuckface
Dickbag
assholes. Put her on the list, Derek. And news the last.
great.
We've got to talk about this Austin Wolf thing.
Oh my God, do we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
So Justin Heath Smith, the 42-year-old adult content creator known as Austin Wolf, is being held in detention in Brooklyn after a judge ruled he was a danger to the public and a flight risk. He's facing federal child pornography charges and has been accused of sending and receiving hundreds of videos of child pornography, according to a press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York. I mean, I love the memes. Like it's very uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
like all of the videos of him like railing the teeny tiniest little twinks. Like we kind of maybe should have seen this coming.
Yeah. This was like everyone being surprised, like not at all. You know, like this did not come as a shock to anyone.
Yeah, it does seem like when daddy porn gets out of control, like this is maybe what happened.
Yeah, when you age out for his interest when you turn like 21, that's a bad sign.
Yep. And I never noticed how handsome he is with his clothes on before, which well, I can't because shit's fucked up. Sorry. Yeah. So if convicted, he faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years in prison, a maximum sentence of 20 years. And he is, of course, the porn industry is talking about him a ton, but I think so is the gay community. I wonder, like, Mom, did you hear anything about any of this?
No.
None of this is ringing a bell?
No.
Okay. Because it is the kind of thing that, like, kind of feels embarrassing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like one of the accusations they hurl at us to discredit the entire gay community, but just like any community, we have rotten apples. Like there are bad people of all kinds, including gay people, and that doesn't mean that everyone then is a bad person,
Right.
Just because he sucks.
Right.
So it's difficult to balance those two sides of this.
Yeah, we're not all pedophiles, but that doesn't mean none of us are.
Exactly. Yeah. And he also, like, this was not like he had sex with someone that was 17 who said he was 18, or like he had actual child pornography, like infants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this person is doing what besides that? We're in what capacity?
Just a porn star.
Porn star.
Oh, a porn star.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was in the government. Same thing, though. Real close.
Well, that's the news.
That's the news. Speaking of people that
Are probably not pedophiles.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of people that are probably very handsome in their clothes.
Right, yeah.
I want to thank the following new Patreon members. Thank you to Christopher Garrison. That's a hot name. Sir. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Sir Oliver Barktavius Garrison.
Wait, also a Garrison?
Also a Garrison.
You think they're together?
And Dame Odette Odie Rufina Garrison.
Oh, the whole family, the Garrison dynasty is
this a throuple?
I hope so.
I hope so too. But then only two had dog-based puns. Christopher Garrison, you need to get on your dog pun. If this was a coincidence that someone named Christopher Garrison just randomly signed up.
Yeah. I hope it's a throuple.
Me too.
I hope it's a handler kennel situation.
Oh.
I hope that like they are all
cats.
Like, you hope they're all cats.
And they're doing what they're supposed to and not having couples accounts. They're each having their own individual account.
That's right.
Which is what we like best. If you want to join the podcast, support us, go to patreon.com/Gayish podcast.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. God, I haven't done it for so long. Jesus.
Do you want to talk about cats?
Let's talk about cats.
All right. Cats, man.
Do you have a cat, Mike?
I don't have a cat. We had a cat. Okay. Growing up, we had a cat. I don't know where that cat came from. Where did that cat come from, Mom?
Somebody gave it to us. Someone that had a shit batch of cats.
I was little, and I named it what my dad called it when it bit him. Bastard. I named the cat Bastard. So we had Bastard the cat for a really long time. But Bastard was an outside cat.
Yeah.
Like barn cat.
Lydia the kitty-a.
And then we had Lydia the kitty-a, who was an inside cat.
Yeah.
Where was our litter box? I don't even remember that part.
It's in the...
Like the dogs, we would just let them outside and they'd give shit in yards.
It might have been just in the bathroom.
Okay.
Well, I think because you guys would use it too. So.
Great. But you've had cats too, right? Since
yeah, I had a cat that met its Waterloo demise when I was living in New Orleans.
Oh.
And and Murphy didn't. He was freaking out. He took it to the vet. I'm like, no, okay. $300 later, I got a little rock with the cat's name on it, and rest in peace.
Wow.
Because they had to put it down, and because it was hurt, it was injured.
They turned it into a rock?
No. They gave you a little plaque of the kitty paw or something situation. Yeah. For if you really gave a shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And I have a friend. Well, actually, she's my hairdresser. Has 9 cats.
Holy crap.
And 2 ginormous dogs.
Okay.
That's too much.
Yeah. She has Pumpkin. Little orange and white kitty. Little orange kitty. Yeah.
Cats grown up, Kyle?
No cats. Never.
Just dogs?
Ever. Just dogs. Mostly black labs.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
I think that's the right choice, but I don't want to get us canceled.
I mean, this entire episode is going to be veer on slightly anti-cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe?
We had a calico cat on the farm growing up, and she had babies in my dresser drawer.
Wow.
With my clothes in it. Left it open a little bit. She just crawled in there and had them.
Yikes.
I know. Yeah. But it was fun. I could just get them out whenever I wanted and close the door again.
The kittens?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Got a drawer full of kittens. You want to see?
What's that code for? I mean, think about it. Woo.
Yeah, well, okay, so let's talk about cats.
Okay,
All right.
let's do it.
I wanna-
Good, we've done an episode on dogs, so we thought, this was also requested in one of our happy hours.
Oh, that's right. Hey, every member of Patreon, no matter what level, we have a quarterly Zoom happy hour. You can hang out, have a beverage, meet Kyle and I, chat with Derek. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's always the first Wednesday of the second month of each quarter.
Yes.
It makes perfect sense. Don't at me.
It's an
Yeah,
equation.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a thinker. But yeah, someone requested this in one of those, so
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
All right. So all I want to talk, I was going to do of course, the history of cats, but no.
Okay.
You want me to say it though?
You got to say it.
The history of cats.
Great.
Okay, great. But the cat, the scientific name is Felis catus, which that sounds like it's made up, but it's not. It's true.
It does sound made up.
And but I wanted to talk about the word cat because it comes from Old English, which is cat with 2 T's. So I don't know if that's catita or just cat, but but it comes from the Latin word catus. But we think that came from an African language of some kind because apparently people have had cats as pets since 7500 BC.
Wow.
Forever.
And for dinner.
Yeah. The Nubian word kadiska is wildcat. It might have come from that. Or the Nobene, Cadiz are possible sources or cognates. But what I think is really interesting is in Low German, cat was Puskata, and that's where puss and pussy come from.
Oh.
So, linguistically speaking, pussy really is cat. It comes from the same place, or at least in German. So, in Swedish, it's catapus. In Norwegian, it's just puss or pussycat. Lithuanian, Irish, and they think that maybe that came from the sound that you make when you call a cat. Because pss, 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 it's a sound.
I was like,
do you know what a male cat's called?
Piece of shit. They pee on everything.
I mean, no,
No,
I don't have a guess.
a tomcat or a tom
I
or a
do know
tomcat.
that.
But if it's neutered, it's called a gib or a jib. I don't know if it's gif or jif for the. A female. Do you know what a female is called officially?
No.
A queen.
A queen.
Yay.
That's pretty gay.
But
That seems like a lie perpetrated by female cats.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's just how they think of each other. They've beaten us into submission.
Yeah.
Or think of themselves, and they've just beaten us into submission.
Yeah.
But that's only if she is intact. A spayed female is called a molly. And then apparently...
So when someone says they did some Molly, ask one question.
Yeah. Well, she won't get pregnant. And apparently, the word kitten won, but initially it was also acceptable to call it a catling,
Catling.
which I kind of think catling should come back.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Duckling,
Yeah,
catling.
catling.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to talk about like the word cat and the fact that like pussy I thought just was totally unrelated, but it turns out that it really is all the same thing and has been around just as long.
Like cunt and pussy.
Same thing.
Or like fanny. I don't know. There's lots of terms for vagina. How's your vagina, Mom?
Oh God, let's talk about it, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so segue. We'll talk about my Baker cyst.
Oh, yeah.
Look that up. So it could be potentially just whatever moisture I had there. My vagina ran down my leg inside and formed a cyst on the back of my leg. Could be. And I've lost my ability to find men with it. So it's a blind pussy now.
That was an ability you had before.
Oh, yeah.
You just, like...
Well, remember you guys would lose stuff like you thought my uterus, my vagina could track anything?
Your uterine homing beacon. Yeah, that's
it.
true. Uh-huh.
So
Should I do some Gata?
Yeah, maybe so.
We're going to talk about two things.
Great.
One is dogs versus cats.
Great.
And then two
Dogs.
is,
We win.
well,
Move on.
let's see.
Oh, okay.
Do you think LGBT people are dog people or cat people?
Oh, it depends. I think it depends. Dogs are very like mask for mask energy, so I'm guessing that they're more popular among like butch men and maybe lesbians. Like I feel like butch lesbians are also into like Rottweilers and pit bulls. But then, are we talking about this now, Kyle? Should I shut up? Okay.
No, yeah, we can talk about it now. Yeah. So cats versus dogs. I remember when I went to my, Avi have a dog. He's adorable. His name is Reynolds. He's the best. Better than any cat. And we went to like a dog training, puppy kind of teach them to socialize. And of course the lesbians had this giant like terror of a dog. And the gay couple had like a little cat that was named like Miss Princess
Great.
Silver
Great.
Hair Rosaline or something. Like it had like 5 names. And I was like,
Great.
come on, gays. Let's not do this to ourselves.
Don't be a stereotype.
Don't be stereotype.
It's a type of stereo. I don't want to turn this one on.
Exactly. Anyway, okay. In a 2007 poll by Harris Interactive, they surveyed 2,455 U.S. adults, 158 of whom were LGBT. And of them, 63% of straight adults owned a pet.
Okay.
And 70% of LGBT adults owned pets.
That's a lot.
So 7 percentage points more of LGBT people owned cats. Owned pets.
Pets. Okay. That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's wow. 70%. That just blows me away. That's a lot.
That's a lot of us.
I would have thought less than half.
No, LGBT people like their pets.
Sure.
Why is that?
Because they love us unconditionally and other humans don't.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory.
Except cats don't love anybody because they're all assholes.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe people get cats because that's how they feel they need to be treated.
Oh, that's dark.
Sorry, cat people. Okay. Of dog owners, so for dog owners, 71% of straight pet owners owned a dog. 63% of LGBT pet owners owned a dog.
Okay.
So dog owners are more likely to be straight.
Great.
So that you were kind of saying that, like more mask
Yeah.
would be dog owners, so straight tend to be more stereotypically more masculine.
I do think
more,
that cats are...
males, though? Male people or all people?
it was everyone. Yeah. Didn't break it down by male or female.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think that there's something like there's like feminine energy to a cat, right? Like they're slinky and slidey and like I think that it's less likely that a straight dude would be into cats.
Which is funny because we have a straight friend who's like super into his cats and he wants 1 million of them and wants to form a business to just build cat
Yeah.
like
I'm
play places.
not going to say the name of his business idea because it's brilliant,
It's too good.
and I don't want somebody to steal it.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited for him to start his business because it's going to
Absolutely.
go. Yeah. Cat owners, 52% of straight pet owners owned a cat, and 63% of LGBT pet owners owned a cat. So cat owners are more likely to be LGBT.
okay.
Does that fit in line with what you would expect or not?
Well, okay. So now I'm also thinking about the factor that if you are doing a lot of Molly and want to go out all night and get railed, cats are way better at letting you go do that. Like, cats will take care of themselves. Dogs will just die and or destroy your shit.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, you don't have to walk your cat, but if you do and it shits, it's already buried. It's poop. It takes care of that. You don't have to pick it up with the blue plastic bag.
Yes.
So,
Let it do its own thing.
there you go.
Yeah, that's true. You can leave them alone. They're like far less maintenance, which
So if you're gonna go get wasted and go to the bathhouse until 4 a.m., a cat's probably a more conducive animal for that.
yeah, that's very true. Let's talk about the mental health impacts of cats.
Oh God. Okay.
There was a study called The Influence of Companion Animals on Quality of Life of Gay and Bisexual Men Diagnosed with Prostate Cancer by Morgan M. Wright, Pamela Schreiber, B.R. Simon Rosser, Elizabeth J. Poulter, Daryl Middledorf, William West, and Michael W. Ross in 2019 in the International Journal of Environmental Research of Public Health.
I'm just stuck on the title of this fucking article. Like, hey, you have prostate cancer. Can we ask you about your cat? Like, what?
Yeah.
Who came up with this idea?
Yeah. It's an interest. The idea is like for people who may need like extra care or, you know, like maybe going through shit. Do they have cats? Like, does that actually help them?
That's even worse. You have prostate cancer. Your life is terrible. Does your cat help?
It's all about the phrasing, I think. I think maybe the survey question wasn't phrased quite like that. They said there have been almost no research on association of companion animals with quality of life in sexual minorities. So this is clearly one of the first ones. It was an online survey for 189 gay, bi, and other men who have sex with men who were prostate cancer survivors post-treatment. They asked about both dogs, cats, and both animals or no animals and their mental and physical quality of life.
Okay.
So the results are participants with cats, dogs, and both had significantly lower mental health scores.
What?
Yeah, what?
They had lower, if you had any kind of pet, whether it was a cat or a dog or both of them, you had significantly lower mental health scores.
So if you're depressed, it's your dog's fault?
Maybe.
That's...
If you're post prostate cancer treatment, maybe.
Okay, that blows me away. Like I really thought that this was just going to be a like if you have pets you're happier, duh.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. That's wild.
That's not the case. There were no differences seen for physical quality of life scores. So they said, quote, "We conclude that pet companionship may be a net stressor for gay and bisexual men following prostate cancer treatment."
Sure. Like I'm being a bad cat dad because I'm focusing on me and that makes me feel guilty.
Oh, I don't know. They didn't talk about theories, or I didn't read the full study, so I didn't read that.
But that seems like a theory, right? That they're stressful. That
they're stressful, yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of easy to see.
There's like, I don't know, an extra thing, or I just imagined it's an extra thing to take care of that you have to deal with that.
I feel bad when I don't feed my boyfriend. I get it.
There have been other studies that have studied companionship with LGBT people. There was a 1999 study that showed that gay men with HIV or AIDS were less likely to be depressed if they had a pet. So it's not a slam dunk that they're net stressors and lower your mental health. But at least this study said that they were.
Yeah. By the way, don't slam dunk your cat.
Well, I don't like cats that much, so I'm okay with it.
Do you know this idea that like cats know who in the room hates them the most, and that's who they want to go spend time with?
Oh, do they? Is that why cats kind of like walk towards me and hiss?
They know who's allergic to them, and that they want to go hang out with them. What?
That's great. Yeah.
I've heard that before. I don't know.
I know, it's funny. But also, you probably have heard that animals can sense or predict if someone has cancer. So you think the cat said, hey, you have cancer, prostate guy. And because the cat was right, it totally depressed him.
No.
Blaming the messenger?
Yeah. That's true.
Because those damn cats can lie, you know.
Oh, my God.
Do y'all like cats?
I do.
Yeah.
I like a likable cat.
Yes.
But I also think everyone thinks their cat is great. So you're right. For the purposes of this conversation, so you don't at me, your cat is great. And on the whole, cats kind of suck, right? Like the people that are like, my cat is awesome, it acts like a dog, is something that they say all the time. Well, then like get a fucking dog. Or they're good for a cat.
Right.
Like,
Oh, qualified.
Yeah.
Oh, well, for a cat.
Yeah.
now there are some very, very sweet cats that definitely they just want to be around you and they seem happy to see you and they don't fucking bite you for no reason when they're happy.
Yeah, I think the cats just get real, like, keep it drugged up or something. Just wants to lay around on the, those kind of just comfy cats are good, but that squirrel all over the place cat, no thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
And they're so aloof. Like, well, we're going to talk about cat people and dog people a little bit later. I think, but like, oh, we can do it now. Whatever.
Okay.
So, like, I describe Seattle as a city of cat people, and it is not a compliment. What I'm saying, though, is like in Seattle, it's notoriously hard to make friends. They call it the Seattle freeze of like people will be nice to your face, but then like not answer the phone or invite you to things. And I think a lot of that is very true. Don't know what all of the causes are, but we can sort of theorize. But it really is like you've got to spend a lot of time with a cat before it's comfortable around you. And you've got to let the cat come to you. You can't go to the cat or you're going to get scratched or it's going to run away from you. Like, that's most people that live in Seattle. And that's what I mean by cat people. Like, not just people who are into cats, but like people who act like cats when it comes to their social stuff. And then there's dog people, which I think I'm pretty much a dog person. Where I'm going with this is I think I'm a dog person and you're a cat person. Okay.
Which is fun because I hate cats so much, but I know what you mean.
Like you focus on like individual relationships and like you're kind of a slow burn and like it takes you a while to let people in and you're not nasty like a cat though. So, you know,
I can be nasty though. Boys hit me up.
Great. Do you have barbs on the end of your penis?
Oh, Marty Johnson. Oh,
what?
My God. Is that what you were talking about? Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, what is he, 5?
My
6?
brother?
Yeah.
He's 43 now.
No, yeah, but... So we're at the dinner table, and he'd been, I don't know, watching whatever show that...
Nat Geo or something.
Yeah. And we're just eating away, and he goes... Did you know that cats have a penis that is barbed, and they will sit waiting for a female cat to breed them? I think is what he said, for up to 30 minutes, and we're all still going spitting out our taters. Going, what did you say that for?
Yeah.
I don't think he had a follow up at all, did he?
No.
No.
That's why we called him Walter Cronkite, because he liked to just like announce facts at the dinner table.
Yeah. Here you go. That was epic.
Yeah. Cats have barbed penises.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
Oh, you named yours Barbara? No.
Yeah. That was my grandma's name.
Oh.
That'd be weird.
Not. All right. So we both sort of looked at stuff in this realm, but let's talk about it. Can cats be gay?
Yeah.
Do cats do gay stuff?
Yeah.
So I found an article on catster.com, which is a website.
Well, I mean, my source is classactcats.com. So we both have high quality sources of information here.
Mine is that one ruler.
Well, their whole thing is, can cats be gay, bisexual, or lesbian? Vet-reviewed feline sexuality facts.
Wow.
I realize that I'm making a leap. But when I'm like, can a cat be gay? Really, I just mean, do like boy cats bang each other?
Yeah.
This article spends about 3/4 of the article talking about how cats don't really have a sexuality. They operate on instinct, and that's an identity. And like, it was surprisingly woke on like, don't call cats gay.
Yeah, like sexuality versus behavior. Like, there's even in the human race, we have differences in those two things, and don't confuse them. And yeah, I get a cat doesn't identify as anything.
Right.
Like, I know that.
Right.
I recognize that it cannot communicate to me that
Right.
it has a sexual interest.
Those males identify as a piece of shit because they'll piss on everything.
Yeah. Well, the punchline here of this whole giant ass article is cats can sometimes be found engaging in homosexual activity, but there isn't enough evidence to show that lesbian or gay cats exist in the way that we usually define the terms.
Huh. Oh, yeah, like they can't identify, but they do gay stuff to each other.
They do gay stuff to each other. Oral.
Well, look at those tongues. They're just so fun. They're like, they have rough.
They're scratchy.
I know, but some people like that.
Oh.
Like a little
Some
scratchy.
cats like that.
little sandpaper on the hoo-ha.
Maybe.
Let's see. Can I just tell you the quote? This is the quote about how cats have sex, not gay sex, just regular sex.
There's a lot of biting, right?
To give this a bit of context, when cats are doing it, the female cat will do a sort of sexy cat dance to entice the male and present herself to be mounted. The male cat will then climb on the female's back, bite the female's neck,
Yeah.
and do the deed before quickly being expelled by the female.
That's a verb.
That's how I have sex too. But it did say females mounting other cats is unusual and not what we'd expect, but it has been observed.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen that. There were a variety of explanations of why this may happen. One is sexual frustration. So they
I get that.
Yeah, right. What won't you fuck when you're sexually frustrated? In one experiment, male cats who had not been neutered were separated from female cats and placed with rabbits and furniture.
And
then they play-
cheap. It's like a coffee table.
And then they played the Jeopardy theme song. Like, which one are you gonna pick?
Male cats tried to mate with both.
Okay.
When
The rabbits and the furniture?
and the furniture.
Okay, great.
Yep. But when a male cat had
Do you remember the movie UHF?
no.
Yes.
Oh my god, sex with furniture. What do you think? That whole thing?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Wheel of fish.
Yeah, it was a great movie. It is the perfect amount of ADD. Go ahead.
Speaking of ADD, back to cats. When a male cat had more experience with female cats before this experiment, it was less likely to try to mate with the rabbits and the furniture.
Oh.
So if you had less experience, you were more likely to try to mate with the cats and the furniture,
Okay.
or the rabbits and the furniture.
Yeah.
That checks
Sure. Yeah.
with people too.
Yeah. The less experience you have, maybe the more likely you are to experiment with other things.
Yeah.
Boy, that table leg. Oh my gosh.
That's kind of true. When you're a little gay boy, you're like, what can't I put my dick into?
Yeah.
Other possible explanations besides sexual frustration were territorial behavior.
Like dominance kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Practicing for future sexual encounters.
Practice.
Or confusing a male cat with a female cat. Maybe you just got confused.
That seems like a pretty valid
Well, it
excuse
is
that people
hard
try.
to tell. You look at the cat. Well, I don't know what you are.
Yeah.
It's like not a obvious. What's that site we were talking about? Hang out, just hang out. You can't. There's nothing like hanging out, like
Oh.
you can tell, like
Right.
dog or
Right.
other animals.
Harder to tell. You just
Harder.
kind of fuck whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do cats have balls?
yeah. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know if they are. They're
They must, right?
invisible.
I mean, clearly they have gonads of some kind that
Yeah.
that creates the sperm, but like that doesn't mean that they're like hanging down like dog balls. Or
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Have your people look into that.
Derek, Google cat balls for me. Oh god.
He's like Alexa, huh?
Can cats do gay stuff?
Yes.
But is it gay stuff?
But is it really gay? I mean, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
It is really gay.
Great.
Do you
They're
think
really
they have
into it.
feelings about the furniture?
They love the furniture and the rabbits.
Only the male furniture.
Yes. Male cats only like female furniture.
Okay, that is hilarious.
Well, talking about it's hard to tell. I'm going to talk about cat buttholes
Okay.
for a little bit.
Why not?
Yeah. But did you see the digital release of the movie Cats?
I've never seen any cats anything ever.
All right. Well, in 2020, a film version of the musical Cats was released. And Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote the musical Cats. It's based on the 1939 poetry collection Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot. And I have not seen it, but it was like one of those huge, forever iconic, ran on Broadway for a bajillion years. But it very much is people in cat outfits doing the stories of all of these cats. The song Memory, you know the song Memory?
Yeah.
Comes from the musical Cats.
Yeah.
And so then it won the Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Musical, the Tony Award for Best Musical, Tony Award for Best Book of a Musical, Tony Award for Best Original Score. It premiered in 1981 in London, and then in 1982 on Broadway. It had a worldwide gross of $3.5 billion
Holy
by
shit.
2012. It's a big deal. And also, Andrew Lloyd Webber, not gay,
Right.
right? Like, he's been married 3 times, but I don't know. The rumors have always followed him around. That's the thing. Mostly just be a dude in the theater world, and good luck not getting accused of being gay, because that's how we roll.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the musical Cats got turned into the movie Cats. And then there was this rumor that started going around that it came on Jackwaz, at Jackwaz on Twitter, now X, that said a visual effects producer friend of a friend was hired in November to finish some of the 400 effects shots in Cats, the movie. His entire job was to remove CGI buttholes that had been inserted a few months before, which means that somewhere out there exists a butthole cut of Cats.
Wait, but this is the live adaptation, right? Like,
Live adaptation, but it was also heavily CGI, right? Like they made, instead of wearing big cat costumes, they wore like part cat costume, part like CGI weirdness to make them look like cats. And this apparently that they like to help with them looking authentically like cats, because cats have a bunch of like, they will show you their butthole.
right.
Hang out with a cat more than like a minute or two, you're going to see their butthole. So they like apparently
Did a butthole edit?
they did a butthole edit.
Wow.
At least that was the rumor. So rumors about the alleged butthole cut went viral, and the hashtag release the butthole cut started to trend on Twitter. So adding to the rumor, or validating the rumor, they did re-release the movie because they weren't done with all of the CGI yet. So they released the movie, and then it was just a couple of weeks later they re-released it, and all of the theaters that were showing it had to switch to this new thing that had better CGI in it. And so that seems to validate this thing. Apparently, I don't know. So Ben Meckler, also on Twitter, X, said that he had a friend who was a Cats VFX crew member who asked to remain anonymous, but said but forwarded the screenshot of their conversation where he says, "There were never shots of cats with buttholes, or at least by design, none that I saw anyway. However, there were a dozen or so shots where the skin and fur sim was groomed or just folded in a way that really, really looked like very furry lady genitals and buttholes by accident." The task, as typical with heavy CG shows, fell on 2D to paint out the offending articles where it was brought up and spotted. Daily reviews were constant, awkward discussions of people plucking up the courage to point things like this out. Does that look like a fanny to you? So apparently, there were enough. The costuming made it look like pussies and buttholes, and so enough that they went through and they CGI'd them out. But the part of the rumor that got rolling was that like they added buttholes in the first place so that they looked more cat-like. That part appears to be not true, although Snopes gives this entire saga an unproven rating, which is not a false.
Not a false, but like a screenshot of a text thread with someone who wants to be anonymous is difficult for firm proof.
Yep, absolutely. And also like there's maybe some of this was caused by some Hollywood jokesters that thought that it was funny. Like what was that dude? Who was it? Seth Rogen was one of the people who live tweeted his reaction to the Cats movie and then amplified all of the tweets about the butthole cut of the movie, which that seems like Seth Rogen humor. Yeah. So that maybe he was pushing this so that it would become a thing. Yeah. But yeah, I want to see the butthole cut.
I want to see that would be a fun introduction to the Cats universe is the butthole cut of this movie.
Show us a butthole. Not yours. No. Put those on.
Anyway, that's the butthole cut of Cats saga.
That's wild. Wow. That's an interesting job.
Can you imagine? Look at all of those buttholes that aren't there. Yeah. I made them go away.
Aren't you proud of me, Mom? So proud.
Did you want to talk about Hello Kitty?
Well, I have the Hello Kitty best. The best. There must be more. There's probably 50 right here, but quotes. But I was trying to think of something really funny to replace Hello Kitty. The word Hello Kitty. So it says, keep calm and say Hello Kitty. Of some of these quotes. Hello Kitty. Hello world. A perfectly adorable day begins with Hello Kitty. I guess you could put sex in there. The word.
Replace Hello Kitty with sex.
Choose kindness. Choose sex. Hello sex. The cat who stole our hearts. That didn't work. Hello, kitty, making the world a brighter place. Hello, sex, making the world a brighter. You know, you could do that. But beautiful quotes about Hello Kitty, cute sayings for posts and comments. Hello Kitty, a timeless symbol of love.
Did you own any Hello Kitty stuff?
Oh, fuck no.
No?
No, we were too poor.
Oh.
We had Hello Gopher. You know, we had that kind of shit. And we dug them up, had a trap, got them out before they got too dead. This is gross. Never mind. Hello, Dirt Clod. No, that was before my time.
Hello Kitty?
Or after my time, I mean. I'm sorry. When did Hello Kitty become a thing internationally, not just... doesn't it derive? I mean, isn't it from?
It's Japanese.
Japanese,
Japan,
right? Yeah.
Created in 1974.
Oh, see, I was graduated from high school, so yeah. But I see totally adult people walking around Hello Kitty in it. You know.
Speaking of things that are Japanese, our Patreon bonus segment is going to be about cat boys.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, cat boys.
Yep. So just a little fun teaser there.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that's pretty gay. Don't you think?
Hello Kitty is?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Okay, gay.
What? Why is Hello Kitty so gay?
Well, she's a she, right? and has that pink bow.
Is it because it's like a thing for women? So when dudes like it, then I assume they're gay.
You can assume.
Like any,
yeah.
a dude who's into like, I don't know, Cabbage Patch Dolls, I would assume was also gay or maybe just a pedophile. I
Austin Wolf.
yeah. But yeah, I don't see a lot of Hello Kitty much anymore. I feel like that was just like in middle school, I would see girls would have that on their peachies or whatever.
Yeah.
What's a peachy?
Like a folder. Like a
Oh.
Trapper Keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see them now, but in my work, in my job.
Oh, because you work with kids.
Yeah, I teach kids how to say shit and jump on the bed.
Someone needs to.
I know, it's got to be done. But, I do on like little kids. But nowadays, I think if you like Stitch, then you have a big old T-shirt. Everybody has every level of any kind of, cartoon, animal. Pokemon is bizarrely like so huge.
Yeah.
Isn't that a Pokemon T-shirt you have on?
This is the
Sisters of Professional Indulgence.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Which what are they but little Pokemon?
Yeah.
You got to catch them all.
Each one of them is a little Pokemon.
All of us want to get poked by a man. Right, Gays? Am I wrong?
right, Gays?
Not wrong.
Can I tell you this thing I read about stereotypes about gays and cats from Wikipedia?
Sure.
It quoted a book, Queer Icons and Their Cats, and said cats are used as a, quote, lazy visual shorthand within popular culture to, quote, signify cliches about effeminate men and lonely lesbian women.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
I can see that.
No, you don't agree?
Say it again.
Cats are used as lazy visual shorthand to signify cliches about effeminate gay men and lonely lesbian women.
Yeah. I don't see lonely lesbian women as part of that. Yeah.
I mean, I think like when I think of like the Catwoman, the concept of like,
Not Batman's Catwoman.
No, right? That's a
Okay.
different. Not Halle Berry.
Yeah, no,
Actually,
okay.
hottest Catwoman go
Ever.
Who do you think?
Halle Berry.
I guess Halle Berry. Well, I only know her and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
And Eartha Kitt
Oh yeah, Eartha
don't know who
Kitt.
that is.
In the TV.
in the TV show from
TV
the
show.
60s.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Eartha Kitt.
Oh,
Hands down.
no idea who that is. So
She had the thing. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Was it Michelle? No. Who's the Tu Wong Fu? Wasn't she Catwoman in some stuff?
What?
Julie Newmar. Sorry.
Julie
Yeah.
Newmar?
Yeah. Wasn't she Catwoman?
I don't know. Was she?
Derek says
Derek
yes.
says yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just envisioning her like,
all right.
but I don't know. Must have been in the TV version when they switched Robins or something. I don't know.
Wait, why did you were saying something about cat women?
Lonely cat women.
Oh, thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
I'm glad somebody is paying attention. Because I'm not. When I think of like the woman with a bunch of cats, when I think of a cat woman, she has a look about her that's not lesbian, you know? Like she's older, got like a lot of like granola hippie-ish kinds of features, but granola hippies wear overalls and so do lesbians, you know? Like all of that kind of belongs together in a weird way.
The Wikipedia
Great.
says that the urban myth that lesbians are likely to have cats at home took hold within early feminism.
Oh.
And it said cats were said to exhibit spirited feline self-sufficiency, which made them an essential accoutrement to all lesbians' lives, providing a mirror to their owner's challenge to the heteropatriarchal social order.
Sure. Great.
What?
Great.
I had to read that 3 times to understand what it's like.
Well, cats don't need nobody. They don't need no man either. And that's why that strong female person doesn't need them either.
Yep, exactly.
They're the same. They are a cat.
Yep, they are basically what is a single lesbian, but a cat.
Right. Yeah.
Single white feline. Oh. What about old cat guys? Are there any that's not a stereotype?
Catmen? It's not a stereotype?
But evil villains in movies have cats.
I was thinking about Dr. Evil and Mr. Bigglesworth, that's not a cat. That's basically a nutsack, right?
Yeah.
Although boyfriend wants to get his hairless cat.
No.
I'm like, no.
Ooh,
Grandma,
I don't know that I would hang out with you anymore.
I mean, I'll do a grand dog, but not a grand skinless or hairless anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that shit.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Because it's visually disturbing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute. There's nothing cute about a sphinx or sphincter.
And
Either one.
I already think cats are evil, and you put no hair on them. That thing's pissed.
I think about, you were singing the song earlier today, the We Are Siamese song from, is that 101 Dalmatians?
Yes.
And I think that those cats
They're mean.
really took, those cats took cat PR back several steps. That was bad cat marketing. But you're right that cats are associated with villainy, and that men who own cats are especially villainous.
Yeah.
So
And often
Halloween black cat.
Oh. That's true.
Or Gargamel and
Evil.
Azrael from the Smurfs, right? He was an old, actually, and he gets accused for being an anti-Semitic stereotype all of the time. He wanted to eat the Smurfs because they would make him shit gold or something. I forget how it all worked, but that he had a big nose and was a miser, and that he's a Jewish stereotype is the accusation. And I haven't studied it that much. I'm just passing on what I've heard. But he was the bad guy of that cartoon and had a cat, Azrael, right?
And oftentimes evil men in TV and movies are given gay cues so that people know that they're evil.
Yeah.
They have gay undertones to be no, this is an evil one.
Well, and during the days of the Hays Code, you could not depict homosexuals on film in a positive light, but
Right.
you could present them on film in a negative light, and so a lot of villains became homified because of that influence.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's
What
a
about
lot.
the cat, the Zorro cat? What what cartoon is that where they have is it Zorro? He's got a sword.
Puss
is
in
it
Boots?
Shrek? Yeah,
Shrek?
Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
And Shrek.
It's
yeah.
Antonio Banderas
yeah.
plays the cat,
That's
right?
it,
Puss in
yeah.
Boots.
Oh,
That's
does he?
not either. He's not gay, is he?
I don't think so.
I mean, he doesn't. He sounds gayish, but not.
Antonio Banderas.
No, as the cat, he doesn't
He's very aggro.
portray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
He's a swashbuckler.
Yeah, he is.
Once I went over to a hookups place
Yeah.
and he had a cat. And so we hung out. I pet the cat. I was polite and friendly to the cat as much as I needed to be, in spite of disliking cats a little bit. I'm getting warmed up to them. So I pet the cat. And then we were starting to make out and get into it. And then my eyes started puffing up.
Oh,
So and they were itching a little bit and I was ignoring it. And then it got to where they were closing up because they were getting to be so puffy. I had apparently touched the cat and then touched my eyes, and it puffed up my eyes, and I had to leave this hot dude's place because of his stupid cat.
hot dude.
Have you always been that allergic to cats?
If I touch them and then touch myself, yes.
Make your dick swell up?
I was just thinking that.
That's not a bad.
Could use that to my advantage if I really thought it through. Let me borrow your cat. No reason.
Not the butthole part.
Not
The allergy part.
just the allergy part. Yeah, but so I have to, if I touch a cat, I have to go wash my hands right away.
And not the same with dogs.
Not the same with dogs. Nope.
Do you think people are more allergic to cats than dogs?
Yes.
It seems like they would be.
That's
There's
my
something.
guess.
By people, we mean Kyle's.
Well, most Kyles.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know. They seem self-cleaning ovens
No.
are probably. I'm allergic to those. Not really. But I was just wondering about dander, and cats seem to be lick them, but cats or dogs do that too. So I don't know. That might be just like a far-fetched.
I don't know. I think
Assumption.
of more people as being allergic to cats, but maybe that's just part of my
Maybe that's psychological because they don't like them.
because I don't like them. Yeah, that might be it. So are cats gay?
Oh,
For sure.
well, okay. I had one more segment.
Oh, okay.
I was going to talk to you about Nyan Cat.
Oh, okay.
You remember Nyan Cat?
Yeah,
What do you remember about Nyan Cat?
that flew through the air and had rainbows coming out behind it.
Yep. So it was uploaded to YouTube in April of 2011 and became an internet meme. And it's a flying cat that's half Pop-Tart
Half Pop-Tart, yeah.
that shits a rainbow behind it as it flies through the air. Now, so he was 25 at the time, 25-year-old Christopher Torres of Dallas, Texas, who went by the name of PR Guitar Man on his website LOL Comics. And he created Nyan Cat, and there's even an original doodle that like has a lot of the elements. But basically, he said, quote, I was doing a donation drive for the Red Cross, and in between drawings in my live stream video chat, 2 different people mentioned I should draw a Pop-Tart and a cat. In response, he created a Pop-Tart cat. Anyway, but Nyan Cat was based on his real cat, Marty, who died in November of 2012 from feline infectious peritonitis. But the whole thing, the fast forward is that there was a big old lawsuit, and it's because the Fifth Cell software studio and Warner Brothers, they sued them for copyright infringement because they put them in the Scribblenauts video game without compensating them or asking them, and they hold trademark they have registered copyrights and they have pending trademark applications for Nyan Cat. So Christopher Torres and Charles Schmidt, who created Keyboard Cat, I don't remember these memes that well, Kyle, but
Wasn't that a live actual cat that played the keyboard?
oh, maybe, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Was
Okay.
an original form. It was a video made in 1984 by Charlie Schmidt of his cat Fatso playing a musical keyboard to a cheery tune. Oh my god, that's funny. Did not put all of that together. I have seen that. Anyway, so apparently Nyan Cat and Keyboard Cat were put into the Scribblenauts video game without checking in with them or asking them or compensating them at all. So there was a huge lawsuit in May of 2013. The suit was settled, and apparently they were paid an undisclosed amount of money.
Interesting. I wonder how much money they got for that.
I'm desperate to know also. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
He's PR Guitar Man on social media, and the PR is Puerto Rico. And I looked through his Instagram today.
Oh.
And he is not out. He does not indicate that he is gay anywhere. But that boy gay.
Why do you think so?
Well, the number one thing, the smoking gun, is just going through all of it. He's almost never in pictures with other people. They're usually selfies or just him in front of a whatever the fuck. But there's this one like bearish dude that he is in lots of pictures with throughout the years. And it's always like, we're at the beach, or like, we're happy doing this thing, or it doesn't seem to me like it's just real good friends vibes. Like they give off like boyfriend / partner vibes very much. And anyway, so I looked, and there's no like confirmation or denial of his sexuality anywhere that I could find in any of these articles. But I'm going with a definitely, probably, for sure that the creator of Nyan Cat is gay.
I love that.
Yeah.
That would make sense to me. That would add up.
Yeah, and maybe he's just closeted because he's from Puerto Rico. Maybe
Oh.
I don't know. Jay-Z was from Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Where's the Pop-Tart from?
Where's the Pop-Tart from?
It's for
Our
sure-
Pop-Tart's gay.
It's for sure strawberry Pop-Tart.
If you
Pop-Tart
like the
too.
strawberry Pop-Tart, you were gay.
There's a movie.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a movie.
What?
Jerry no.
about gay
Seinfeld.
Pop-Tarts?
Yeah. No, about Pop-Tarts. But it's all stuff. And I've just seen like him in making the movie about Pop-Tarts.
Jerry Seinfeld is in a movie about Pop-Tarts?
He made the movie, produced the movie, acted in the movie, all of
The
that.
weirdest fact I've learned all episode.
Yeah. And I can't remember what his motivation was for that, but yeah. But looking at cats, the Sphinx, back to the sphincter cat, Sphinx, they are the ugliest, but ugliest cat ever. And there's a picture of one on. They tattooed the poor cat.
Oh no!
Can you imagine? It's got
That's-
all this swirly girly.
How do you make it stay still?
I don't know
That's-
unless that was a Sharpie. I'm feeling bad for
so.
that damn cat. But they have. So get a hairless cat because there's all kinds of clothes they can get it because it's freezing its
Oh,
unnatural ass
that's
off.
gay, is putting clothes on your cat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
But-
putting your cat in one of those clear backpacks so you can walk around with
yeah.
your cat.
That's
Yep.
gay.
Yeah.
Because it's going to get sunburned.
Are cats gay, Mom?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, because they are kind of meow, 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 bitchy. Beer, 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 beer. They could be like a girl cat. Girl. Yeah, cat. I think that they are, but those goddamn male cats. I don't know. I think they're bears. I don't think that they're cats at all.
Men ruin everything.
They do, damn it. And there's squirty pee all over the toilet wall to everything. And the reason I'm so upset about that is because I had a friend that had a tortie male cat, and it did not like me. I did not like it. Pissed all over my piano. Front of it. You've probably not noticed that. It just annoys the shit out of me. You can't fix that. Finally got the smell to go away. But bleh, yeah. So all my piano ruined the finish on my piano.
Why was that cat near your piano?
I lived with said psycho that was the addict that was
Yeah.
a bad person.
I forgot about when that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all the cats I've ever had are, well, I like them. I liked them. They're good companions because it's just like I have a little bit of my sister in me too. Okay, I'm done with you. Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. And
I think they would just sense that I was thinking, I'm going to put you out there with that dog if you don't shut the fuck up, cat. I'm kidding. And they're easy to feed, and you can leave them because you just put water and food in their box, and they're happy, and stuff. Yeah.
And they eat your bugs
Yeah, they do.
and your mice and
Yeah,
whatever
they
else.
do.
Mike, our cat's gay.
Yeah. Yeah. They are weirdly gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You agree?
I say yes. Yeah. Gay people are more likely to own them. They are themselves can be gay because they do gay stuff. So yeah, I think they're gay.
Verdict, gay.
Verdict, cats are gay.
Great. You heard it here.
Yeah.
Gay.
Gay.
So you said for Patreon we're going to talk about
Cat boys.
cat boys.
Yep.
But so you want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take
Break.
a break.
Break.
Meow.
Oh. It does that on the music.
This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break.
So are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're going to do our gayest and straightest.
We're going to go Gayest and Straightest. But first, hey,
Hey.
I fucked up.
Oh.
Yeah, the Siamese cats. They were not from wherever I said
You
they
said
were from.
101 Dalmatians.
They're from somewhere else.
They're from Lady,
Lady
and
in
the
the
Tramp.
Tramp.
Yeah, they're from Lady and the Tramp.
Correction,
Thanks, Derek.
coming at you hot.
Yeah.
In episode, so people that already started typing the text to us
Yeah.
can go ahead and delete it.
So now we're gonna find out who is rapid fire corrector, who doesn't listen to the show after the break.
Yeah.
Fucking Dan. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what?
Also, what?
I don't know.
Do you want to do our Gayest and Straightest?
No. Our website is gayishpodcast.com.
We are on social media at Gayish Podcast.
Our hotline, you can send us text messages or leave us voicemails, especially if it's your Gayest and Straightest. It's 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rates apply.
Our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com.
And our physical mailing address is Post Office Box 19882, Seattle, Washington, 98109.
Now, do you want to do our Gayest and Straightest?
Okay, fine.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
My gayest is I am done watching all of Grey's Anatomy. I'm completely caught up. So now I'm watching the Grey's Anatomy spin-off, Station 19.
How is it?
It's fine once you get into it. That's the best I can say for it.
How's the eye candy?
Oh, lots of great men.
Great.
All the men are like, super fit and
Great.
running around saving fires. And
Being cats.
Excellent.
not being, they're being dogs because they're cool. My straightest is that I had a game night and had a bunch of people over and someone left behind beer. So I drank beer.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Yum.
Because beer is better than nothing at all.
Any alcohol is better than no alcohol, which is my life motto. Yeah. What about you, Mike?
The gayest thing about me this week is my totos.
Ooh.
I got my pedicure. Mom and my friend Kelly, who's been on the show peripherally before, we went and got our nails done. And mine is like blue glitter like a bowling ball.
Yours is so intensely like a teenage girl's underwater highlighter dream.
Not gay. Not gay.
Not gay.
Super gay. Slutty even, which is what you said
But
earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but my
I
straight boyfriend used to do that all the time.
put on glitter.
Go get a pedicure. He loved, and then he'd paint lots of blue, green, lots of whatever he felt like. Yeah, it was cool.
I only called your feet sluts because they were out there flaunting it.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not wrong. It's just,
Yeah.
And then the straightest thing about me this week is taking these beautiful, beautiful brand new toes and shoving them into my disgusting, dirty, nasty flip-flops.
I thought you were going to say your boyfriend.
Oh, no.
I didn't need to hear that.
No.
Thought you were going to talk about some footing.
Neither of us are into feet. So we're like,
Good information.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think if you're into feet, you like them put in you, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, your mouth. How
Derek,
about,
you didn't laugh.
How about you, Mom?
Well, I'm so good about, I fix all my stuff and my, so I cocked my tub and then it wasn't good enough. So I took it all out again, did it again, but still, I mean, it lasted anyway. So that's my, I don't know what-ish. Straightest is I said, fuck it, and put duct tape on there. Right now it was silver. Now it's black, and I bought some white duct tape. Till I can get probably somebody in there to make it real. But it ain't me. I'm tired of pushing that cock in there. Yeah.
You get tired of pushing cock sometimes.
I do. Boy, don't ya?
Yeah.
Hey.
How about
you do?
And your other one?
Oh, well.
Your gayest. That was your straightest. What's your gayest?
Oh, it was? Oh, my gayest? God, I don't know.
Or was that
'cause
your
it's-
gayest because you're a woman and that's very butch lesbian?
Okay, let's go there. Yeah.
Okay, great. What's your straight girl list then?
My straight girl list is I work for the YMCA before and after school childcare, and we're in the camp mode, so it's a bunch of kids that aren't normally together. It's like 68 kids at some point going swimming and stuff, and so we have a lot of problem children, but we have some really great ones. But one of the girls was sharing that she her dad left, blah blah blah, and so I had to share that with the head counselor dude, and at the same time, her sister is. They're very troubled children, but I did the grandma hug thing, I got called out for kissing a child on top of the head.
Oh, you're not allowed to do that?
No,
I guess that makes sense.
she needed it. No, you can't do anything. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
But that wasn't very funny. so I should tell you about the girl that was doing the craft, and we thought she said the F word, said fuck. And so the counselor goes, "Oh, you can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. That's a bad word. We don't use that word." She goes, "Yeah, but if I was getting kidnapped, I'd use the F word with mother."
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
Um,
It's hard for, Gayest and Straightest. What? If you're a woman, how do you do that?
However you want
What's
to.
my best lesbian thing I've done? And my best...
Caulking your own tub, I think, was your lesbian moment.
Yeah.
I know, but I do shit like that all the time.
Well, that's great.
It's great.
Got a lot of...
Took my weed eater edger apart, and it because you could flip it and make it an edger from a weed eater, it wouldn't fucking stay. So I said, "God damn it!" Took duct tape and just made it be in the position I wanted it.
Nice.
That's pretty.
Your
straight.
use of duct tape as a all-purpose
I know.
cure-all.
Okay, get
Yeah.
it out here. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
Yeah.
We
did
talked
it.
about cats.
Talked about cats a bunch.
And cat buttholes.
And cat petals.
We're gonna fire that up here on the television now.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Give you a segue to the next. How that looks.
I will look for the cat butthole cut.
Can you just Google it?
Probably.
Alexa, pull up a.
Oh no, God.
Never mind.
Thanks to all the cat boys.
Thanks to the cat boys. We love you and miss you.
Yeah.
And
thanks to Mom.
thank you for being on.
Gayish. You're probably gayish.
We're not there yet.
Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for being on. And I want to thank our super gappers. Thank you to Locomotive, Kaylee Adams, Kid Oliver, Kobe Gordon, Squoggle, Pip, Andrew Bugby, William Bryant, John Carly, Yost Osel, Jonathan Montañez, Wadu, Forrest Nail, Patrick Martin, Steve Douglas, Explosive Lasagna, Michael Covington, Just Jamie, Thomas B, Dusty Sands, A. Coleman, Chris Cacciatorians, and Jerome York. Thank you for your support.
Thank you for your money.
Thank you from the not any name yet studios.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
It just moved.
Well, we're about to christen it then.
Yeah.
Right, great. Yeah, thanks. That's it. This has been Gayish from the Chris Cacciatorian Studios in its new location. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
Wow. Thank you. Kitty, kitty. Okay, when I said I was never drinking again that one time.
But here we are.
On him.
Here we are.